Morning guys, hope you're all doing well today. You can probably hear it already, but today is the first day I actually had to turn on the heat. Woke up and my condo was 60 degrees. And then I looked at the weather for the rest of the week and it was, it's getting chilly. It's looking like 50s, 60s the rest of the week. And then Saturday, for God knows what reason, they're showing like 47 for a high. So that's cold. I think one of the reasons I love this weather so much is because I feel most comfortable when I'm wearing a big hoodie. If I could just wear a big hoodie, sit on the couch, relax, and be all snuggled up in that hoodie, I'm like the most comfortable. I'm a big hoodie guy. Alright, so I'm home. It's actually much later. I was just doing stuff around the house, cleaning here and there a little bit, and I wanted to show you guys something. So this weekend, I am going to get any of the trim done that I haven't finished already, and there's a huge reason why it's taken me this long to get the trim done. It basically comes down to my patience level and being annoyed with the trim, and I'll show you why. So the issue I'm running into is, and I'll show you this messed up piece just for reference, when I'm using this as a means to get my angles, it would work perfectly fine, except that it's too high. And it's all the way to the bottom of the thing, so, of the template. So to use this with the saw, coming from up top, I need to eyeball where the actual angles are of this while cutting it, which makes it extremely difficult, especially while I'm trying to hold it from either this side or this side. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing, and I went and picked up a couple of these are 2-inch spring clamps. I picked up some of these. They're gonna come in real handy because now it's not gonna move at all. Like this is, it takes a whole lot of pressure to do that. So if I did one there and maybe one over here on a really slanted angle, I think that's gonna give me plenty of holding power so that I can actually use both hands to prop and get the perfect angle on this stuff. So here's hoping. I really wanna get this trim done this weekend. All right, welcome to MTV Cribs. So I got a question for you guys. When it comes to tea, regular tea or iced tea, like sweet tea type stuff, I got this thinking, you know what, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna give it an honest to God try. Didn't care for it too much. It took me about, I don't know, an hour, almost an hour and a half to finish one glass. It's not something I could just pick up and drink. It's not like a lemonade where it's probably gone in like 15 minutes, not even. But when it comes to tea, what do you guys do? Do you guys normally do regular tea, like sweet tea? I know peach tea is something too. Never tried that one yet. So what do you guys like? It is now Wednesday, going on Thursday. I am beyond ecstatic. I think it's like the 6th now. I am beyond happy and ecstatic right now that I don't have to drive 45 minutes to work every day and then 45 minutes back home. Because I don't work out of the main office for our company. I actually have to do a lot of driving around. So the place that I was working at now, it's called Ixonia, Wisconsin. Weird spelling for a name, but basically it's a lot of rural scattered type stuff. A lot of farms. You'll get some condos and some houses every now and then, but it's a lot of rural scattered areas. And a decent amount of woodlands and swamps as well. And because of that, when they get water, Ixonia does not handle water very well and everything floods. Because of that, because of all the water, it pushes critters to higher ground. So in the last I can honestly say this with 100% accuracy, in the past 2 to 2.5 months, I have seen more snakes than I have in my 30 years of existence to this point. It's ridiculous. I've never seen that many snakes within a short amount of time in one place. It's just ridiculous. Yesterday, I had a stare down with a fully adult garter snake. I get it, garter snakes are very delicate creatures. They're even more scared of you than you are of them, but they move extremely quick. I'm not a fast person, and I had a stare down with the snake for about 2 to 5 minutes of nobody moving, and then I just cracked it and said, well, have a good day, and I walked the opposite direction. And roosters, they are just the meanest animals. I had one today that reminded me of the rooster, I think, Hey, I think his name is, from Moana. That dude was crazy. He was brown, his neck was all stretched out, and he was just yelling everywhere. I don't even know what he was yelling at. So one of the things I'm doing right now is that I'm going through and I'm organizing and getting rid of a lot of the clothing that I don't need. or a lot of the stuff that is mainly a goal item. And what I mean by goal item, this whole drawer is full of shirts that I do not fit right now. If they do fit, they're extremely tight, but they are my goal for weight loss. When I can actually crack into this drawer and wear these clothes, I know I'm doing good. So this whole drawer is my goal. I'm also excited because this weekend when I go over to my parents' house for D&D, because we got another D&D session, I'm going to pick up my drill, and I can finally put up my art that I have, the big stuff that I have. I have to drill in the anchors for, or the screws in the anchors for the art itself, because they're bigger and they're heavier. So I don't have a drill with me. My drill and my power tools are over still at my parents' place. So when I go there this weekend, I'll pick them up and I'll actually put up my art, which I'm very excited about because it takes up a lot of space. So what I'm thinking about doing is Sunday, working on the trim, getting that completely finished. I'm not gonna be able to get it all attached to the wall just because some of the stuff curves so much that I need to get either fillers for it, some kind of filler to put behind the actual trim itself, or well, I also need to get an air gun of some kind. I don't really want to go pneumatic as of like a corded one. I want to go cordless. Just a lot easier to work with. So that I have to get done this weekend. I have some trim that I have to put up downstairs, some rubber trim, and then the artwork. So it looks like the only day that I'm actually going to be able to stream would probably be this Friday. I am going to stream from the 360. Like I said before, I finished 4 games. I want to finish a few more. So here's hoping. Oh man, do I need to get you guys caught up. It's been a couple days since I actually vlogged anything, just because I was tying up some loose ends, odds and ends at work with the place that I've been working in for the last like 2.5 months. And the last like week has been kind of crazy because they've been hit with a lot of rain. Well, most of us have in Wisconsin, but Ixonia can't take their water. So my beard is all messed up, my mustache. So a lot of parts in Ixonia were under like anywhere from just a few feet of water to 6 feet of water in some spots. Like whole parks were gone, or lots of land were gone. So it was kind of weird to work around all that stuff and see it. And then on top of that, it's like 44 degrees right now, and there's a chance that it could drop to freezing tonight. There is a very slim chance that we may actually get flurries. I'm excited. I got a hoodie out. The weather is beautiful. Well, to me, it's beautiful. Everything feels right in the universe right now. On top of that, though, I stopped at the local game shop because he gave me a call and said that he had Echo the Dolphin and Echo the Dolphin: The Tides of Time, which is the second one, for the Sega Genesis. He said he just found them, and if I want to come over and pick them up and pay for them and pick them up, it's awesome. So I swung over, picked up both games. The first one came with the case. The second one is without the case. So, I mean, that's no biggie. I mean, older games, it's really hard to keep those cases. But I finally have Echo the Dolphin, and that took forever to track down because no one had it. On top of that, I picked up this. This is a 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook. This thing is old. He only wanted 10 bucks for it too. So I look at this and I see a lot of history. It's crazy because it's like you flip into it and it's like the first or second page, and it actually has the original address of like D&D. And for anyone who doesn't know, Dungeons and Dragons actually started in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So to see like the P.O. box number, then Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, it's just like, oh my god, this thing is so cool. This actually came out the year after I was born. This came out in '89. I want to get into this, get cracking, and start reading and see how different it is compared to stuff today in the 5th gen, I think is what we're in, the 5th edition. But yeah, it's so interesting. And it smells like a book from the library. So cool. But enough of the blabbering. I have to stream for a little bit. I said I was going to stream on Friday, and I'm going to start cracking into my PC gaming collection and take out a few games from that, and we'll see what we can get through. I am dead tired. I'm going to get some sleep. We have D&D tomorrow, so I got to be over there at about 10 o'clock in the morning, somewhere around there. The heat has gone on about 3 times in the past, I don't know, 2.5 hours. The baseboard heater downstairs That I want to have looked at, because I actually went down there, took a look at it, was going to use it, but it doesn't look like it's been run in quite a while. So, I mean, it looks like it's the original baseboard heater from when they built these places as apartments back in '91, I think they were built. So it's been quite a long time for that one. But I think for that one, I have to have an electrician come and take a look at it. And then for my heater to have like a maintenance thing done, it has to be a HVAC. So I'm gonna try and see if my parents have anybody that they recommend, or I may have to start shopping around and seeing what's available in the area. We'll see. But that's going to do it for tonight. I am dead tired and yammering on, so I will see you all later. Alright, so today, Saturday, it was a big D&D game day for me. It started off kind of rough. D&D, the one thing that I don't like about, not just D&D, but any game that deals with randomness, is that there is, because of that randomness, when you get on a low streak, it can last a long time. We got into one match, and my character over and over and over again, and I control two different characters. I control one of the NPCs that we picked up along the way, and then I control my character. And for the longest time, I was just rolling bad die after bad die. To be able to attack a character who has an armor class of, say, 16, and I continuously roll a d20 and it's always less than 16, I can't touch the character. My turn is basically over. When it's with two characters and they're back to back and it keeps happening over and over and over again, it feels like I'm not progressing at all in that match. Well, it got to the point where I'm just like, screw it. I changed my tactic a little bit and I went more magic based than attack based, and it actually came out to help in my favor. Kudos to that, I guess. But I had a whole lot of fun with it, and I'm hoping the next match, actually the next time we get together, we have a little project that we want to do instead of actually playing D&D, where we want to make a kind of a box to keep all of our stuff in. Oh, my heat just went off. A box to keep all of our stuff in, so I gotta try and track down my wood burning kit, because I think I want to make a really cool design in the top of this. As you can see, I still got the tape on the walls from where I want to hang the gigantic art piece that I have. And while I was over at my parents' house today, I was supposed to grab the drill. Completely forgot and slipped my mind, so I'm gonna have to pick up that either tomorrow or the Monday. On top of that, my dad went hunting this weekend, and he's on close to the border between, you know, Minnesota and Wisconsin, and they actually got a decent amount of snow. We may, about this time right now, it's about 1-2 o'clock in the morning, so it's actually Sunday, we may get like a flurry or two, but it's not anything that should stick to the ground. But there are parts of Wisconsin that are officially getting snow now. So, I mean, I have a feeling we're gonna have a really cold winter and we may have a decent amount of snow. So, cross my fingers and we'll see. But that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure to leave a like if you haven't. Share the video, the more the merrier. I will see you all next time. Take care and peace out.